Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. All the new videos we publish, you'll be notified about those. And if you are a new subscriber and you've subscribed in the last month, just go back and watch some of the older videos if you get time, because there's some very good content there from before we hit 5,000 subscribers, or sorry, 500 subscribers. I'm getting a bit ambitious there with my 5,000, but before we hit 500 there was a lot of content. Since we hit 500 it's kind of skyrocketed, but the majority of the content that is there before that would be very good. So basically, as you can see, what we're at today is we're hedge cutting. We're more or less caught up with the hedge cutting now. We've no big amounts of it ahead of us. We've no big backlog. Today we'll probably finish out anyone who's kind of been waiting on us. So after that we've some sawing to do if the weather dries up, but I'd imagine that'll be into the springtime now at this stage. I don't think it's gonna dry this side of 2020, which 2020 is moving away at an awful pace. I mean, another 10 days in November will nearly be over, so all I have then is December, and sure, with Christmas and everything, that won't be long going, and then mid-January you're into spreading slurry and the whole year starts again. So it doesn't be long moving away on you, and let's try and get our maintenance done, our winter maintenance, because that's obviously that's very important that that's done, and that the machinery is in good condition going into next year. Because one thing I just cannot deal with is breakages when you're busy. I've no problem fixing machinery when in off-peak times. But it's when you're busy and you really need that machinery, it just annoys me when you get breakdowns. So preventative maintenance is kind of the big thing you would be trying to do. You're not going to catch everything, but try to catch as much of it as you can before you get to big problems, and that's kind of what we will be trying to do throughout the winter. So over the next month there'll probably be a good bit of that going on. Anyway, other than that, I suppose we'll be moving bits and pieces of bales, and you've seen some of that. We'll be continuing to do that now for the next few weeks. Normally we actually wouldn't be doing that much of it this time of the year, but they seem to be moving away nicely now, in fairness, and obviously that's a good thing. That's something that keeps us busy as well. So as you can see, the way I'm doing this hedge is I start at the top normally and work my way down. I know some people start on the sides and finish on the top. The reason my theory behind starting on the top is any bits of branches that are going to fall down into the hedge, and there's a good chance that on one of your next passes you're going to get them again. So that's kind of my reasoning behind starting at the top, but I suppose everyone has their own idea on how to do these things. So what does everyone that's watching the videos do throughout their winter? What's their winter regime? If you're involved in farming, I suppose it's probably livestock. Maybe if you're involved in contracting, you've something similar to ourselves. And if you're not involved in either, just let us know in the comments. Whatever you do throughout the winter, obviously different to the summer, let us know. This winter so far has been extremely wet, which you could only kind of hope would be a good thing, that when we get into next year you will have some drier weather. Because even with the dry weather earlier on this year, I bet you this year, I'm actually going to look that up now tonight, this year is probably a wetter than average year. I'd nearly put money on that one, that this year is wetter than average. If you go back and look at the last 30 years, more or less get the same amount of rain every year. We just get it at different times, and that can be the difference between a good summer and a bad summer. Look, I don't mind it raining from the end of September until the middle of January. If it rained every single day, it wouldn't worry me too much. I know it's annoying trying to be outside doing jobs and it's pouring rain, but we're just in a wet enough climate anyway, so you are going to get that. But I definitely, when we get dry winters, I know you're going to have to pay for it at some other time of the year. So as you can see, today we're on just a hedge at the house. The stuff is pretty nice to cut. It will be one of the easier things to cut, and you get a nice finish on it. So I suppose the jobs I was talking to you about took a bit longer, and this is 2 days later. I didn't get it all done in the one day, but not that it really makes an odds. So this is kind of it now for the moment. An actual good few sawing jobs to do when we have suitable weather again, whenever land is dry enough to travel. But as for booked in hedge cutting jobs, this is it for the moment. So it's Friday today, and we'll probably be moving bales all weekend. We've probably about 100 bales to move Saturday, so quite a bit. Be a good few hours working that, because they're going in all different directions, and I'll probably walk away myself at it. Might just go with the Massey or the Volvo just to speed it up. You're not trying to hook off the trailer and load yourself. We often do that, but it's very, very time consuming. So all the kind of loading is local, and hopefully wherever they're going to, they'll be able to be unloaded there by the farmer themselves. So this is our third year hedge cutting, and we're kind of picking up a good bit more work every year at it, and this is definitely our busiest year at it. We've a nice few hours work done now. I couldn't exactly tell you how many hours we've done this year so far, because I haven't totted it all up yet. So, but I'd be thinking in the region of maybe 350 hours hedge cutting, I would be thinking. So that's kind of it. Just so I give you a small update on when I'm finishing up for the moment, and I'll put together a video of all of this, and you'll be able to watch it there Saturday, because the Saturday videos seem to do fairly well. I suppose this time of year there's a lot of people around of a Saturday, you know, they're around at home and not exactly out and about at the moment with the way the weather is. So thanks everybody for watching, and I might actually have 2 videos for you this weekend, but if not, definitely one. So we'll see this on Saturday, and thanks very much.